A look from earlier as the Nets bus arrives at the arena. No doubt this is a club ready to handle this challenge on the road tonight. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. Schroeder and Thomas make up the backcourt. Sharp out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. And for the Raptors, Barrett and Barnes at the 2 and 3. Robert Williams out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Quickly in at the 1. Well, Doris, the past few seasons, we've seen some teams go all in on star power with little to show for it in the end.
BA, thank you for making this point, because we have seen teams mortgage their future in order to just put a collection of stars together, and it is so rare that it works out or turns into a championship. To me, it's always about balancing out your roster. Yes, you need stars to win in the NBA, but you need the right complementary pieces around those stars to come away with a championship.
Ben Simmons grabs the board. And the Nets with possession here. Outside Schroeder. Pass to Thomas. 6 to shoot. Here's an 8-footer. That's good on the jumper.
Okay, Cam Thomas showing off the handles. Look out.
Quickly outside. And Barnes with a basket. The assist by Quickly.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
Outside Schroeder. Bogdanovich down low. Working on Barnes. Bogdanovich no good. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for Toronto. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Brooklyn.
And, that game had to serve as the morale boost. To win like that in OT, it says something about their character.
They came in as the underdog. Very low expectations, could play without pressure, and clearly that worked.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Yeah, the intensity behind the drive. Barnes was not going to be stopped.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Darko Rajakovic. And guys, when talking to Coach before the game about Ben Simmons, it sounds like they know how they want to attack him defensively. Coach told me, you can't let him get the easy bucket. We need to force him to his right and flush him out of the paint. Sounds like they're going to try to keep Simmons as far away from the hoop as possible, BA.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Barnes. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Brooklyn. And there's the call on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
The Nets have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Outside Schroeder. Pass to Bogdanovich. The deep 3. He drops it from range.
Wow, even from way downtown, Bogdanovich maintains that steady delivery.
Doris, it's interesting, but the Nets franchise has never won an NBA championship.
That's absolutely correct, because their titles came before the merger. Now, since they've joined this league, they did go to the finals for a couple of times. Had Jason Kidd, who was the driver of success, but no championship in this modern era. Wow, the answer from R.J. Barrett, that three-point big-time delivery.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside Sharp. Back to Schroeder. Over Ayton. Rebound Toronto. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets. Came away with a win.
And, you know, that game had to serve as a morale boost. To win like that in OT, it says something about their character.
You know, they came in as the underdog here. Very low expectations, could play without pressure, and clearly that worked.
Here's Schroeder. Toronto making their last shot. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, if you don't overthink it, what Cam Thomas does on offense is very impressive at his age, Doris.
I think, B.A., what you love about Cam Thomas is he is fearless. He doesn't concern himself with efficiency. His mindset is, I'm going to score, and if I've missed the last 10, it doesn't matter. This next one's going in.
That free throw, no good. After their title in 2019, the Raptors have struggled to stay among the league's elite stars.
Well, think about it, B.A. The driver of that title success was Kawhi Leonard and Kyle Lowry. Both of those players are gone. Very hard to replace players of that caliber. Almost inevitable they were going to take a step back.
And he's good on the second.
Well, you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. Do you think he has the potential to be a star in this league?
Well, you know, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star.
Barnes, no good.
Excellent job of closing out on that 3.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Quickly passes to Ayton. And he's going for the oop here. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
Schroeder passes to Thomas. Back to Schroeder. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Now we get a chance to check some stats for Cam Thomas. For Toronto, they've gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Schroeder against Quickly. Again, the Raptors good for 2 more.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Right wing. Outside Schroeder. Good chance here for Thomas. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. Thomas has got 5.
Never shy about letting it fly. Cam Thomas, folks.
Here's Barnes. Tipped. Here's Simmons. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
And he had 3 huge blocks, which had a psychological effect as much as anything.
Bogdanovich, no good.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Outside Barrett. Ayton passes to Quickly. Kicks it out to Barrett. Sharp grabs the miss.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And stolen by Williams. Here comes Toronto on the push. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Opportunistic play by Scotty Barnes, recognizing his teammate makes a defensive play. Let me get out in transition.
Thomas outside. Brooklyn, no good that time either. And Ayton has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. It's a 3-point game. Quickly deciding where to go with it. Pass to Williams. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Oh, he really fought for that one. Battling through contact to complete the play.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Raptors.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Nets trail by 6. And here's Schroeder, coming off a 22-point game against Toronto. Johnson passes to Finney-Smith. Sends it home from three-point land.
Now, Dorian Finney-Smith increasingly efficient offensively. Good feel for when to rise and fire.
Inside. Rebounded by the Nets. Johnson with it. He had 9 points in his last time out. Pass to Schroeder. And there's a 3-second violation. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You look at Brooklyn, hasn't been a banner year thus far, but they're clinging to that 8th spot in the conference. And of course the Raptors, not posing much of a threat right now.
Well, for the Raptors, they hyped it up at the start of the year, but haven't really followed through. They're so disappointed, and really, so are their fans.
Ball talk, no walk. Simple as that. They just don't match up with the better teams in the NBA.
The Raptors have gone 8 for 14 from the floor. Here's Edey, still without a bucket. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
The Raptors making a switch here. Bassey's checked in.
At the line for one, Edey.
Nets trail by 3. Schroeder passes to Watford. Rebound by the Raptors. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Pass to Bassey. Got a piece of it. Now here's Finney-Smith. In his last outing, 8 points for him.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
Mitchell against Schroeder. Mitchell, the pass to Murray. Five to shoot. Over Finney-Smith. And again, Toronto, no good. Nets trail by 3. Pass to Watford. Now here's Johnson. Here's Schroeder. Here's Finney-Smith. That shot is off. Great D that time from Murray. Got a hand on it. Now here's Finney-Smith, defended by Murray. Finney-Smith inside. He's against Murray. Finney-Smith passes to Johnson. Blocked! And they get it back. It's good. Now Mitchell. 11 points for him last game against Brooklyn. Pass to Bassey. And here's Murray. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first personal foul.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Toronto shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Williams is checked in for Finney Smith. No good on the second free throw.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the board.
Williams misses. The Raptors with a lead.
2 minutes left in the first.
Here's Shepard. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul.
Toronto shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shepard taking 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Fernando's checked in for Toronto. And the second free throw is good. Nets trail by 3. And here's Schroeder. He's been contributing over 15 a game. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
This is where the speed of Dennis Schroeder comes into play. When he's moving like this, the defender is in a tough spot.
It's his first trip to the line.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
Free throw good, Schroeder.
One thing Dennis Schroeder has proven is that he can be an effective player whether he's starting or coming off the bench. This is a versatile guard, and maybe his best attribute, confidence.
And both free throws good for Schroeder.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Mitchell against Schroeder. And again, Toronto, no good. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
I love that Cam Johnson is looking for the best shot available. What a pretty pass.
A minute 20 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Mitchell. Shot from 12, and the jumper is on the mark. And the Raptors lead by 1. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Schroeder with it. He's got 5. To the inside. Picked it out of midair. And a fast break now for the Raptors. To the left side wing. Pass to Mitchell. Murray against Williams. Shoots a fadeaway. Murray, no good.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Schroeder. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
There's 14 seconds left in the first. Murray against Williams. Left side Murray. That'll count. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Brooklyn out in front. They lead by 1. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Brooklyn.
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, BA, and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
Quickly and Barrett, they're the backcourt duo. Murray out there with Bruno Fernando. And it's Ayton in at the 5. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Pass to Murray. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Williams. Here's Schroeder. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Schroeder's got 9.
For a guy who's a little bit smaller at the guard position, Schroeder is fearless. I think he likes contact.
Quickly passes to Fernando. It's Barrett on the wing, down to 5 on the shot clock. That one falls. He's got 5.
Well, it's all about how do you get the best players on your team, the shots they want in the offense. Put RJ in pick and roll and let him go to work.
Pass to Thomas. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Boy, Ayton's reach is absolutely incredible. Great anticipation. That is nice defense.
And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
Yeah, these teams have swapped leads 7 times already, and we're not even in the second half.
So it's Brooklyn now, following the bucket by the Raptors. Thomas outside. They get it again. Out to Schroeder. Pass to Williams. And another shot. Rebound Toronto. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And there's Murray. That one's good. On the assist by Quickly. Quickly's got his 5th assist in this one. Thomas outside. Now here's Schroeder. Ayton with the defensive effort.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Well, Emmanuel Quickly is a combo guard who impacts both sides of the ball, Doris.
There's no question about it. He's a floor spacer. He can create for himself or his teammates. And defensively, longer than you think and very mobile. I'm not sure how we define a difficult finish for Cam Thomas. This guy finds a way through contact.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out, regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. BA step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Schroeder. He's got 9. Thomas outside. Some solid defense from Barrett.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
It's deflected. Barrett against Thomas. Pass to Schroeder. Over to the wing. And he lobs it up to the rim. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one. Here's Quickly. A 32-point game for him in the win against the Nets in Brooklyn.
Well, in addition to the scoring, he found ways to initiate contact from the defense and get himself to the line. The defense clearly frustrated, trying to get a way to stop him.
Here's Schroeder. He's been contributing over 15 a game. Pass to Williams. Going inside. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The Raptors have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Here's Quickly. Here's Fernando. Beyond the arc. And he stays with it. And here is Barrett. Six on the shot clock. To stop the drought. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. Edey's checked in for Ayton. Williams comes in for Fernando. And Scotty Barnes is subbed in for Murray. Brooklyn making a switch here. And Brooklyn with possession here. They trail by 3. Bogdanovich with it. He's picked up by Barnes. Back to Bogdanovich. And then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
Wow, love the power and the strength of Bogdanovich on that strong finish.
Pass to Edey. Quickly against Schroeder. Here's Edey. Goes back up. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. We see a ton of teams shooting more and more threes nowadays. Here are the best in that department. 5th best, the Nets.
Instead of just bombing away, they work hard to create good looks from beyond the arc.
Finney Smith passes to Schroeder. Pass to Clowney. Fires from deep. Williams grabs the board. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Here's Barnes. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith.
Boy, the defense tight inside, but Barnes just persevering.
How about Scotty Barnes, Doris? Named an All-Star during his 3rd season in 2024.
And in fact, the 3rd youngest All-Star that year. Listen, he has upgraded his playmaking. He's still getting better, and I think that's the scary part for the rest of the league.
That free throw good from Barnes.
Boy, you think about Scotty Barnes, the 2022 Rookie of the Year, guys. 6'9", long, can do many things, and honestly, a ton of growth left.
Shepard, he's checked in for Toronto. Mitchell comes in for Quickly. Watford's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Schroeder. Both free throws good from Barnes. Nets trail by 3. Outside Johnson. Pass to Watford. Oh, Williams with the block. Barnes in the post. He's marked by Finney-Smith. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith.
This is a guy very willing to put his body on the line. Scotty Barnes gets that defense to commit and accepts the contact.
2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
Both free throws good from Barnes.
Heating up from the line this quarter, helping their cause for sure. They're right around 80% now.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Yeah, Dorian Finney-Smith has the ability athletically to finish near the cup, and he does so there.
On the wing, Mitchell. Defended by Bogdanovich. Here's Shepard. Shepard. It's good on the putback.
And you have to appreciate the heart they've shown on the offensive boards this quarter.
Left side, Johnson. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Now here's Williams. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. And that one drops for him.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Johnson. Down low. Finney-Smith. And that one is hammered home.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Outside, Williams. To the paint. Here's Shepard. Lays it up and banks it in. Shepard's got 4 points this quarter.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
To the middle. Here's Finney-Smith. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his second personal
Doris, in
foul.
a league that glorifies offense, you have to appreciate what Finney-Smith brings to the defensive end.
BA, one of those guys who brings versatility and perhaps more importantly, dependability. You can put him on the ball, off ball, guards, even bigs. You talk about a true do-it-all defender, that's Dorian Finney-Smith.
And he makes the first.
Guys, I think what you have to love about Dorian Finney-Smith is his versatility. Skill set-wise, you can play him at either forward position, and in either spot, he's going to give you tremendous defensive effort.
Massey, he's checked in for Williams. And so he hits both. Now Mitchell. To the inside. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
It's problematic for the defense because Scotty Barnes has been allowed to catch his rhythm, and his game is really flowing right now.
Finney-Smith. Rebound, Toronto. And here's Mitchell. Outside Barnes. Takes a 3. Good D by Bogdanovich. Nets trail by 5. Pass to Simmons. With the drive. Oh, big finish.
Oh, did you see that?
Simmons with a little flair and flash. Let him feel all of your basketball ability, Ben Simmons.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Outside Mitchell. Now Barnes. Over Bogdanovich. Barnes can't get that one to fall.
Good shot, gone bad. You gotta finish there.
Here's Simmons. The rebound by Edey. Raptors lead by 3. Oh, and Johnson with a block.
Boy, how about Cameron Johnson not only contesting, but sending that shot back? That's nice.
Bogdanovich, that's good.
I'll tell you, he's having his way right now in the second period. Forget the first quarter. Let's get to work.
Barnes feeling it out a bit. Pass to Shepard. All sorts of time. Yep, that one's good. Shepard's got 7 points in the game.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Now here's Simmons. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, because of his size, when he's on the interior with the ball in his hands, Ben Simmons is a problem.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. Free throw good, Simmons.
They've been flawless at the line this quarter. They need to stay aggressive and keep drawing fouls. That'll help them chip away at the lead.
And both free throws good for Simmons.
Say what you want about Ben Simmons and sometimes the challenges he has on the offensive end. He is a hard-playing defensive force who has windows of opportunity where he contributes offensively.
Here's Mitchell. The shot that time not on target. Good D by Bogdanovich. Pass to Watford. Simmons looking around. Here's Watford. Clock at 6. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for the next, Trendon Watford. 2 shots.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
And the shot goes.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Now here's Finney-Smith. He's got 9. Simmons, the pass to Johnson. Shoots over Shepard. Brooklyn, no good that time either. And Barnes has got the ball here for Toronto. They'll be playing host to Houston for their next game. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. Yep, count it.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Here's Johnson. After the basket by Toronto. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Pass to Bogdanovich. Over Barnes. And it's Bogdanovich that time on the assist by Johnson. Bogdanovich has got 6 points in the quarter. And so it's Scotty Barnes making things happen for the Raptors. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game at the end of one. And so far, they're out in front, but not by much as we head into the half. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
It's been an aggressive approach from them at the opposite end. Getting the ball inside and getting as many points as possible close to the rim. So far, so good. They have a nice edge in the points in the paint.
And over to Shaq now, your take on the Nets.
Well, those second chance points are huge, and they only came because of their effort. Their work on the offensive glass is what's keeping them in the game. They definitely should try to continue to stay tough on the glass. It's been key so far.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Scotty Barnes with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He took a head-on approach in the first half, going straight at the D and drawing fouls.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Kicking off the second half, here's Jordi Fernandez's 5. Schroeder and Thomas make up the backcourt. Ben Simmons is out there with Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Sharp in at the center position. And Robert Williams picks up the foul.
That's
his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Schroeder. Outside Sharp. Pass to Bogdanovic. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes. And he's able to get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
The Raptors with a lead. Barrett with it. Brooklyn pulls it in. Bogdanovic on the wing. He's guarded by Barnes. Bogdanovic passes to Schroeder. And here's Thomas. That one falls, coming off Schroeder's feed. Schroeder's got 5 assists tonight.
Cam Thomas is not one to be afraid to take heavily contested shots, and he's had the ability to make them.
Now here's Quickly, and the foul on Ben Simmons. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Down low. Quickly against Schroeder. From the wing. And yep, it's good. Quickly's got his second basket on the night.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Quickly against Schroeder. Pass to Simmons. And he lobs it up. Knocked loose. And stolen by Williams. On the wing Quickly. An aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Here's Barrett. Uses the glass on the layup. And now a 4-point Raptor lead.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Schroeder against Quickly. Pass to Thomas. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Barrett. Quickly outside. Now here's Williams. Rebounded by the Nets. Sharp's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Nets trail by 4. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Schroeder finds Simmons. Drops in the layup for 2. Simmons has got 8.
My goodness, defense was there, but Ben Simmons makes that finish look easy.
Pass to Aiden. Schroeder against Quickly. Here's Ayton. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Murray's checked in for Scotty Barnes. Clowney, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Williams comes in for Bogdanovich.
DeAndre Ayton, shooting 1.
That's good from Ayton.
I think what you like most about DeAndre Ayton is probably how efficient he is on the offensive end. Now, obviously, the next step, he's got to raise his game and defensive intensity on that end of the floor.
Well, we all know how much teams lean on their shooting guards to score the ball consistently. Here's a look at the two guards who have been filling it up this season. And you look at Thomas, third in the association, just makes scoring look effortless. Man, he's fun to watch.
Yeah, the absolute best of the best at the shooting guard position. I mean, they can score the ball and flat out dominate defenses.
You know, and that's why it often requires more than one man to defend against any of them. These players draw more double teams than any group in the league, and they still are able to put up points at a devastating rate.
And that one misses. So he comes up empty, missing both. Raptors lead by 5. Here's Murray. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Williams. That's his second.
And a quick look at how the Toronto Raptors schedule is shaping up. On Sunday, the Houston Rockets come to town. And then Monday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks.
And you know, for that matchup with the Grizzlies, they'll need to be pretty much perfect for that one. Anything less than that means they're in for a tough evening.
The first one falls. And he can't hit the second. Nets trail by 6. Here's Thomas. He's got 9. Oh, Williams with the block.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Brooklyn with the board. Sharp's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to Schroeder. And here's Sharp. He's covered by Ayton. Ooh, Ayton with the block. Murray looking around. Inside. Quickly with the ball. To the middle. Here's Williams. Clowney pulls it in. Clowney's got 4 rebounds in the game. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Thomas finds Sharp. Outside Schroeder. 6 on the shot clock. Over quickly. And the Nets miss again. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Pass to Williams. Williams grabs the board. Nets trail by 6. With the floater. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. And the Raptors making a change here. Fernando's checked in.
Bruno Fernando.
Thomas outside. To the left wing. 6 to shoot. Back to Williams. Over Murray. Williams misses.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Here's Quickly. Drilled from 11 feet out. Quickly's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, sometimes you have to flex into the mid-range. Emmanuel Quickly ready to do just that.
Here's Schroeder. No good, and they can't put it into the drought. Raptors lead by 8. And one thing we've seen from R.J. Barrett, he likes playing in a system where they move the ball, Doris.
And he likes B.A. when that ball moves in his direction. R.J. Barrett is a thirsty scorer. He can go off the bounce. He's working really hard to shore up that perimeter game. He has got a tremendous future.
Now here's Williams, averaging around 6 a game. Sharp against Quickly. Pass to Clowney. Here's Thomas for 3. Rebound Toronto.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game. He's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Here's Quickly. Got a piece of it. Schroeder against Barrett. Now here's Schroeder. The D's right on him.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
The Raptors with a lead. Quickly outside. Pass to Barrett. And here's Murray. Shot clock at 6. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Personal foul. 14 foul.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
First one falls for him. So Toronto going with almost an entirely new group here. Edie's checked in for Ayton. Bassey comes in for Fernando. Shepard, he's checked in for Barrett. And Mitchell subbed in for Quickly. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Nets trail by 7. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Now here's Williams. 6 to shoot. Shoots. And the jumper is good. Williams has got his second basket. Toronto leading by 5. Pass to Edie. Here's Shepard, covered by Johnson. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command. Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Here's Shepard, covered by Johnson. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Shepard. Lets it go. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the paint. Watford inside. Checked by Mitchell. Back to Williams. Outside Johnson.
Toronto foul. Edey.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in.
Third team foul. Now into the lineup for the Nets. Bojan Bogdanovic.
Raptors on D. They lead by 7. Here's Finney-Smith. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his second personal.
That's what we call a high-effort play by Dorian Finney-Smith. Takes it right to the defense and gets the whistle.
And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here.
Finney-Smith taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for Toronto. It's a 5-point game. He takes it in. It's stolen by Bogdanovic. Pass to Johnson. Now Bogdanovic. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Oh, tremendous pass from Cam Johnson there. Nice work.
Raptors lead by 3. Outside Mitchell. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And a quick look at the 2K leaderboard, showing which teams have really been controlling the glass over the last month. In 3rd, the Raptors.
And last month, this team was active on the glass. Really put forth an effort to box out and track down misses.
Bogdanovic passes to Watford. Rebound Toronto. Now Murray. He's got 5. 1:57 left in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Bassi. Hey, puts up a 3. Brooklyn with the board. Clowney's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Bogdanovic. Outside Finney-Smith. Back to Bogdanovic. 6 on the shot clock. Watford right side. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
You know, he could have looked to score that himself, but in this particular instance, the advantage is playing inside out.
Bogdanovic against Mitchell. On the wing, Murray. And the shot goes down. Murray's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Bogdanovic against Mitchell. Pass to Clowney. Back to Bogdanovic. And he sinks the 11-footer. Bogdanovic has got 13 now.
Wow, how about that feathery touch from Bogdanovic? You just can't let this guy get loose from the mid-range.
There's the drive. And it's Shepherd missing. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. And here's Johnson, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. For the lead. That one doesn't drop. And we wrap up the third, and it looks like it's going to be an exciting fourth. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us.
68.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Johnson's gone only 1 of 7 from the field here. Barrett and Barnes at the 2 and 3. Bruno Fernando is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Mitchell in at the point. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Here's Fernando. An easy 2 on the layup.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Brooklyn trailing. Johnson on the wing. Pass to Sharp. Barrett against Thomas. Over Barrett. Tipped.
R.J. Barrett has strength and length on the defensive end, and that makes that block an easy one.
Toronto the rebound. Ayton. Count it. And 1. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play. It's going to go on Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons.
Some changes for Toronto. Williams comes in for Fernando and quickly subbed in for Mitchell.
Line for Toronto. DeAndre Ayton. 1 foul.
That's good from Ayton.
And we know Ayton has all the tools to be a top big man in this league. He just needs to show it on a nightly basis.
Outside Simmons. Schroeder against Quickly. And stolen by Williams. Here's Barnes. And no good, trying to use the glass. Nets trail by 5. Outside Johnson. 4-3. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Quickly outside. Pass to Barrett. Blocked!
Wow, twice on the pipes from Dennis Schroeder. Woohoo!
To the inside. It's stolen by Barnes. Barrett with it. Now Quickly, covered by Schroeder. Quickly against Schroeder. And it's Quickly with a miss.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Schroeder finds Thomas. Back to Schroeder. Pass to Sharp. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Now here's Schroeder. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. And And it's Simmons missing.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And that one's good. Now it's a 7-point Toronto lead.
Boy, you talk about a gifted finisher. R.J. Barrett, soft touch on the interior.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Timeout called. The Nets.
Protecting the rim has to be their top of the force.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Jordy Fernandez's huddle. He had some words of confidence for his team, saying all it takes is a few chances. We make a few plays down the stretch, we can steal this thing from them. Back to you guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's Schroeder. Outside Johnson. Tipped away. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
And guys, this has got to be more of a team effort. Right now, he's playing all for himself.
It's Thomas on the wing. The baseline J. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Listen, that's a looking hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Barrett finds Barnes.
And such a presence in close. Barnes fighting through the whistle and getting his.
Second team foul. At the line for Toronto, Scotty Barnes. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second one. And Brooklyn has possession, trailing by 8. Down low. Here's Johnson. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Cameron Johnson. At the line for 1.
Free throw drops for Johnson.
You know what's interesting to me about Cam Johnson? He comes into the league with a reputation strictly as a sweet shooter. The fact is he's proven to be much more than that.
Tries a 10-footer. Basket's good. And the Raptors lead by 7. And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Thomas misses.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Nets trail by 9. Outside Schroeder tries to break his ice. And it's good on the lay-in.
Instant offense. Dennis Schroeder can fire up his team with that pretty dribble drive.
Here's Quickly. Barrett up top. Pass to Williams. Back to Barrett. Over Thomas. Barrett can't hit. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. He was all alone on that one.
You don't see the hook shot too often these days, but hey, it can be so effective.
Toronto leading by 5. And there's the lob. Oh, a flawless finish on the lob.
Oh, incredible. Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome some. To the middle. Here's Thomas. Second shot opportunity. Rebound, Toronto. Barrett's got 4 rebounds now. Schroeder against Quickly. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's a 9-point Raptor lead.
That's about activity, determination, Quickly finishing strong.
Schroeder with it. Now guarded by Barrett. Schroeder can't get it to go.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
It's Barnes on the wing. Barrett against Schroeder. Fade away. And that one hits the back iron. Nets trail by 9. Here's Simmons. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes.
Send it back, Scotty Barnes. Show off that defensive acumen.
Bogdanovich is checked in for Brooklyn.
Bojan Bogdanovic.
Back to Schroeder. And the layup falls. Schroeder's got 4 points in the quarter.
This guy not just a jump shooter now. Dennis Schroeder more than happy to get inside and mix it up.
Barnes with it. Pass to Aiden. Back to Barnes. And he banks in the layup. And the Raptors lead by 9.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Schroeder with it. He's picked up by Barnes. Here's Bogdanovich. And Aiden pulls it down. Toronto shooting the rock well at 46%. Here's Quickly. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Nets trail by 9. Pass to Bogdanovich. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
There's a lot to like about Bogdanovich's game. He's a skilled scorer. He's a capable defender. And I think there's some leadership qualities there.
And that one falls for Bogdanovich.
Well, Bojan Bogdanovic may be one of the most underrated players in this league. This guy understands his role and plays it well.
And so Bogdanovich nails them both. And so Quickly will bring it up for the Raptors. From 13, stolen by Sharp. Thomas outside. Over Barrett. It's tipped.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
Quickly outside. Here's Ayton. 11 feet out, and he hits it. And the Raptors lead by 9.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Barrett against Thomas. Pass to Schroeder. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. 13 foul.
Here's Bogdanovich.
Offensive.
Oh! That gives him a double-double in this one.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Now here's quickly. Back to Aiden. Blocked. And it goes out of bounds. That one off sharp.
It remains Toronto ball.
Clock at 6. To the inside.
I like watching Barnes challenge defenses like this, earning these calls in the process.
13 foul. At the line for your Raptors, Scotty Barnes. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Barnes. He does not get the second one.
Their lead could be even bigger right now, but their efficiency from the line has dropped off a little.
Pass to Thomas. Ooh, poked away. Stolen by Ayton. Here's the break. Ahead. Here's Barrett. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
We've seen this time and again. R.J. Barrett will not be deterred by a little contact.
Here's Thomas. Count the basket.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
Toronto leading by 8. Right side Barnes. Kicks it out to Barrett. Pass to Williams. Back to Barrett. Shot clock at 5. Puts up a 3. Fires in the triple. Barrett's got 11 points here in the second half.
Well, you have to understand, spacing is provided when you can make threes. R.J. Barrett delivers.
He gets it in there.
Any possession that ends with him finishing at the rim is ideal.
And Toronto calls time here. They're on top by 9. There's a minute 50. Now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, DeAndre Ayton.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
I'll tell you what, for him, it doesn't get much better than this. Putting on an absolute clinic while the home fans went wild. It's stolen by Bogdanovich. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. And then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
Yeah, that was the full court play. I mean, Bogdanovich saw his chance and ran away with it.
Bogdanovich against Barnes. That one is off. Good D by Bogdanovich. Thomas, left side. Outside Sharp. Pass to Schroeder. Tries again. Oh, Williams with the block. Barnes against Bogdanovich. Outside Barnes. Quickly outside. 6 on the shot clock. From 9 feet out. Good D by Bogdanovich.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Thomas passes to Schroeder. Now Bogdanovich from deep. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Timeout called. Brooklyn. They're trailing by 7. 40 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. 40 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Thomas. Deflected. Schroeder against Quickly. Left side Barnes. Over Bogdanovich. And Barnes with a basket. The assist by Quickly. And the Raptors lead by 9.
I think this is a key aspect moving forward for Scotty Barnes. Make them guard you in the mid-range.
Thomas passes to Simmons. Back to Thomas. Fires the three. Rebound by the Raptors.
He's always quick to pop out and defend the three.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
And so Toronto takes the win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. So long, everyone.